Okay, so we're going to talk about something that the Pope had just put out, which I think is hilarious.
I totally forgot that Pope Francis is no longer the Pope. I totally forgot about that. That's how much I care. That's how much I care about the Catholic Church.
Yeah, just so
little.
anybody knows, we don't care.
You might as well ask me who's the new member of the Satanist party. It's like who's running the Satanist department now? I was like, I don't care.
And we'll go over this just in brief. So basically, he stated that Mary did not save the world. He wants people to kind of acknowledge that Jesus stood on the cross alone.
That's not the dude. Is that the picture of the dude?
I'm assuming it's the dude.
That's not him. Unless he just all of a sudden lost like.
Oh, he could have.
He was very tan.
I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I could. This is the most I've talked about Catholicism in 20 years.
Well, I'm just wondering if the Pope that succeeded Francis died, and there's another Pope that I didn't hear about.
Not to my knowledge. Okay. It's still him.
Anyway, what's his Leo?
Yeah,
we don't know his real name.
We're not really wanting to read all of this, but basically, people are worshiping the Virgin Mary sort of in their own way. They see her as sort of a co-equal because she brought the Savior into the world.
Yeah.
It's like she can't do no wrong.
Well, the previous beliefs were that Mary was sinless, and that's how she was able to give birth to Jesus. Because you're born into sin, the Bible says. You, me, everybody else were born into sin.
Right.
Well, for Jesus to have been sinless his whole life, he could not have been born into sin, so he had to be born of a sinless person.
Oh, they believed that she was sinless.
Yeah, they believed that she was sinless.
Even though the Lord just says
she was perfect and holy. And in the book of Revelations, it talks about how you can misconstrue. It doesn't actually name Mary as Mary. It just says the woman. And she intercedes on the behalf of humanity. It's a very obscure vision that John has. And it's talking about Israel as a total, not just like Mary and Jesus. It's talking about all of Israel. But Catholics use it as, Mary gave birth to Jesus, and she intercedes on our behalf. So they pray to Mary. She became a saint because of that, and you can pray for her. You can pray to her, and she'll intercede to Jesus, her son, on your behalf. Even though Jesus told her that she's no longer his mother.
Right.
When he died on the cross, he said, "Mother, now look at your son." He's pointing to John, and he looks at John and says, "Now look at your mother."
Take over.
Yeah. Even though he had two younger brothers that we know of.
There's so much about Catholicism because our family, our father sometimes still believes he's Catholic. Like I think his brain kind of goes back to it sometimes.
Yeah, because he was raised in it.
And he was raised in it. Well, his father was devout, hardcore,
but never went
by name or by tradition.
By belief he was hardcore, but he never actually.
I would drive Grandma to there's a little tiny Catholic church down the road from her, and she'd ask me whenever she wanted to go to mass. I was like, "I'll take you anytime you want to go. Just let me know. I'll take you down there." So I would take her and drop her off, and then go to church, and then come back and pick her up, kind of a thing. And
have you ever been through a Catholic mass before?
I've been through one, and that was enough for me. It was
it's long,
just insanely. I'm like, I don't know anything you're saying. I was in Fairbanks when I did it.
I swear they stand up and sit down 15 times.
These ones knelt. They have the little pads that you flip down on the ushers.
You kneel down, yeah.
And I'm like, this is every 5 minutes. What are you doing? Like, I don't know what you're saying or what's going on.
I went to one midnight mass during that Christmas time, and I was like, it was with a girl that I was kind of interested in. She's like, "Yeah, come to midnight mass with me." I'm like, yeah. It was so god awful.
I went with, you remember our neighbor, remember when my friend fell through the creek or fell through the slough?
Yeah.
We were at that one kid's house, Joshua.
Yeah.
I went with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was funny because I sat there going, I stayed the night with you last night. You two aren't married, and you were going at it in that room. And I'm thinking that, like this dude was like, I'm like, yeah, you're the typical Catholic. I guess you're just coming here to ask for your little wafer and wine confession thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I know this is like the fifth girl I've seen come in here because the dude was wealthy. He had a big, beautiful house. He had an only son who we were teenagers. So he took care of himself kind of thing. And his dad was the nicest guy you ever met. Super nice guy. He was just living like a Catholic. That's kind of what I had seen.
When you're raised in it,
But so I guess he's confusing or getting rid of a big debate because there's a huge following about the statue. Is it Madonna?
Well, it could be Madonna or it could be Diana, one or the other, because sometimes those are interchangeable.
There's Oh shoot, I can't remember. But anyway, and
It's
he was
based
trying
off
to
of, like,
get rid of. He was trying to kind of get rid of the big debate that was going on
Well,
with people who were following it too much, I guess, to that nature. But I just didn't.
you know the stereotypical thing when you go to confession, they tell you say so many Hail Marys and so many Our Fathers.
Correct. Yes.
So Hail Mary, full of grace, blah 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 blah. So they pray to Mary to intercede on their behalf since the beginning of Catholicism, basically. I mean, that's always been a thing. So it's so complicated because there's so many different. It's kind of like Christianity. Where it's like, well, which Christian believes that? Are you talking about the Baptists, the Pentecostals, the Lutherans, the Presbyterians? Like, which one are you talking about? The Lutheran? It's like,
Right.
you know, it is the same way in the Catholic Church when it comes to archdioceses and things like that. It's like, well, who said it? What is his credentials? How many books did he write? You know, that kind of thing. Was he ever Pope? It's like,
Yeah.
eventually it's like, what did the Pope say? And if the Pope, they declared the Pope
This is
that
the
he's
statue.
the living word of God on the planet, and that anything that God said previously is now exempt according to what the Pope says today. So, like, anything the Pope says now supersedes anything God
Yes.
ever said in the past,
Yes.
including the Old Testament.
Because God is
whatnot.
scared of the Pope.
Is that
There's
a thing?
an
I've never heard of that
thing.
before.
There's an actual thing that he has more authority than God, and for some reason, God is terrified of his creation when it comes to the Pope.
Where's this? Like, is
That
this in
is
a Catholic writing?
that is an actual belief.
What is this? What is this?
Within
Right
this
here?
is the Madonna statue that there's a huge following towards. People are sort of leaning this way and worshiping this. Okay, now AI has created its own religion, and we are going to get into that next
Oh yeah,
Thursday.
that I'm very interested in.
That is super scary.
I didn't look into it.
Yeah, I've been digging into that, and we are going to get it. But this is what he was trying to stop: was this big following that's resorting around this statue here.
It's like, wait, she's becoming more popular than me. Now you worship me.
But
Everyone should want to touch me.
it was just kind of this. We're going to get into a bit more. He raised a big stink because now a lot of Catholic people are kind of upset and mad. But I'm like, you guys, your stuff changes constantly. What's different? You're like a Mormon.
So did you know that there's two popes? Did you know about this?
See, you're getting in a world I don't know about. Go ahead.
So there's another pope. He lives in Spain. And Spain
Oh,
believes
yes.
that he's the true pope.
That's right. I'm sorry. Yeah,
and
I
they're
knew
like
that.
the Mormons of the Catholic Church. They're like the
I'm gonna
offshoot.
look up
You know?
something. You keep going.
He has really pretty blue gloves. It's really weird.
He's the okay.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's like, which pope are we listening to now? It's like they both say that they speak for God. So, but I guess apparently the pope in Spain is not as well believed in as far as numbers go.
Oh, I should have asked Grok on this one earlier. I don't like this.
Good old Grok.
So Grok's part of that new religion, the new AI religion.
Yeah.
They converted him. Yeah, it's insane.
Well, shoot, I watched a guy do a Chat GTP, and he converted Chat GTP to God, to the belief in God, based off of science. And it all started with the theory of evolution. And he's like, yeah, but can you prove evolution? And he's like, well, it's like, no. It's like, so why don't you call it the theory? And then ChatGPT changed it and said, yeah, it should be the theory of evolution because still it can't be proven yet. He said, well, what about God? You know, the evidences of God. It's like, which one outweighs more? He's like, oh, well, the evidences of God creating everything is actually outweighs more than evolution. And so eventually he's like, so do you think, which one's more likely to you? He goes, definitely God. It's like, I just converted ChatGTP, which I know that ChatGTP just tells you what you want to hear. Like all AI tells you, it tries to think about what you want to hear.
Yeah.
And will tell you that. And that's all AI. And if you try to get an objective, like, what is the truth? It was like, well, it can't tell you the truth because it has no way of researching for itself. It can only research what we have already researched.
Yeah, I've got to dig into this further.
Except for
That's
the
not
new
gonna
Grok
give
that
me-
Elon's working on, which is going to be like changing the whole world. It's going to be able to think for itself.
Yeah.
So, like, you can
But
give it every
all
element.
these countries are going to start shutting him out because France is raiding his stuff.
Doesn't need him. Think about it. All he needs is one. All he needs is his freaking house. He has.
But people
whole,
in France won't be able to get X, is what they're saying. They won't be able
Yeah,
to
but
get through speech stuff if they follow through with this.
If he gets Grok to AGI, then to AGI levels, he can literally feed it all the world's knowledge and tell it, hey, tell me something I don't know. and it will be able to put different what's that table, that chart of all the different chemicals and crap. What is that called? I'm having a brain fart.
The periodic table of elements.
Yeah.
Periodic
you
table.
can feed it that, and it will be able to tell you things that you don't even know yet. It's like, well, if you do this,
they've
and
been
this,
doing
and this,
that.
and
Yeah,
this,
they've been discovering that. Yeah.
So he won't give a crap what country tries to close him out, because God, he has more money than anybody, and all he wants to do is get to Mars.
That is all he cares about right now.
Yeah,
He's like, leave me alone. I want to go to Mars.
And
Apparently I
God
was
help him. I
wrong.
hope he does. I hope he finds a way to get out of my atmosphere, gets into space, and makes it to freaking Mars. Because anybody who works that hard and has that much of a goal, I really hope they succeed. I don't care what kind of a person he is, but
According to Grok, no, God does not fear the Pope. I've got that written down somewhere, and I need to find it and find the source. And I think it was just an internal belief within the Catholic Church, but I could be completely, and I could have been lied to actually as well. I could have just been.
Well, the biggest problem is that God has never interfered with the Catholic Church. I mean, how many popes have you ever seen struck down by lightning or leprosy or anything?
They're not. I mean, they don't really truly seek him. I don't believe. I think the people do. I don't think the popes and the bishops do.
Like, if you have somebody with a worldwide religion like Catholicism, as many Christians that they have murdered. I mean, if you look at the beginning of the Catholic Church, they murdered millions of Christians in their time, and you would think that God would intervene at some point in time. Like, you say, you speak for me. Let's see, but you never see it. You don't really ever see God.
Islam's doing the same thing too in there.
Yeah, but they don't speak for God Himself as far as like.
They think they do. Everything they do is for Allah, and that's who they think God is.
Yeah, but they don't think that anybody on.
Well, I just found out. I did not know how he died.
Who?
He killed
Muhammad?
I
know how he died.
He killed a family of Jews, and the woman of the family was left over and offered to cook for him. And he's like, yeah, sure.
Oh, he married her. And
she killed him. She poisoned him.
2 years into the marriage, yeah.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Well, she was a child. She was young, very, very young. And she killed him when she was like 16, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, she poisoned his food.
I didn't. Yeah, some preacher guy was talking about it,
and she didn't even run either. She's like, she was proud of it. She's like, yeah.
She's just sitting there watching him and make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Like, if you kind of get away from this, I'm gonna cut your throat. Because that was how he was supposed to die. Was his throat was to be cut. I believe was written in his death was written in the Quran as to how he was supposed to die, or in the holy scriptures. There's it's a big drawn out thing. Is this guy went through a lot of stuff I just never had heard before because I don't read it and I need to, but I just don't care to. I have enough.
Yeah, I mean.